glad to have you along with us from Scott Stadium in Charlottesville, Virginia. It's the Cal Golden Bears and the Virginia Cavaliers. Along with David Pollock and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Checking in with the Virginia head coach before this game. One of the big keys in this game plan here today is to get their transfer running back the ball. He has been terrific all season and really paced this team, but today he has an opportunity to go over 1,000 yards. He is early and often in the script. Coach said, we want to run the rock, really make sure that he gets that mark, but more importantly, it helps our team win every Saturday when he's rolling. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. The Cavaliers offense will have the first possession of the game. And we've been really eager to see this matchup. This quarterback against an elite defense. Jesse, what does a quarterback have to keep in mind when you face a group like this?
Well, he's just going to have to be dialed in. He's had a lot of success this year so far. This is a different animal than this defense he's playing. He's got to be really good with his decision-making, throwing it, running it, pre-snap, post-snap. You make one mistake against this defense, David, they make you pay.
Yeah, they're a fun defense to watch, and this is a fun challenge for their defense, too, because it's an elite quarterback, right? Like, they can make you look like you're not as good as you've been all season long, so I'm looking forward to seeing this matchup and who wins it.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Eli Holstein to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
This is an offense that prides themselves on being physical. They love running the football. That's their identity. But the defense getting that stop on 3rd and short against the run, that sets a very clear message that they've shown up to play. They know.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Look out. He's got room. He's got enough. And they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
There are not a lot of head coaches that I think are willing on their opening drive to go for it on 4th down, especially in that kind of field position. But this head coach ain't scared, and he believes in his running back. He believes in his offensive line to go pick it up, and that's exactly what they did.
The Cavaliers will line it up on 1st and 10. Throwing, Holstein. Makes the catch. It's Gibson. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Pulls and fires complete to the right. Snags it and he's open. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You'd throw it to them and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Here's Holstein to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Gibson. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Maybe some room here. At the 21-yard line after the big run.
No secret sauce, no tricking people. 3rd down and 1. I got to be the more physical team, Jesse, and they were.
And it's so nice, too, when you've got playmakers like that guy that can take a play that's only designed maybe to get a couple yards and turn it into a big gainer. This offense is loaded with weapons.
Unleashes one deep. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on 1st down and just about turned the thing over.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the snap, it's Lewis. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
Holstein on the play fake, using his legs to buy some time. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Cavaliers!
And that's a great job finishing the drive, but man, I gotta go back. I love the 4th down call. Being aggressive, first drive of the football game for this offense. They set a tone, they cap it off, they create momentum to start.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. Fielded in the end zone. It's Adams. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Golden Bears offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And there he is, this senior wide receiver. This is the guy the entire passing... built around. He is a big play waiting to happen.
And what a treat, man. We get to see an elite wide receiver, a master at his craft perform today. And obviously, nobody in the seats are surprised, right? Because this university continually pumps out guys at the spot. But, Jesse, I love the way this dude performs. I'm excited to watch him live.
You know, it was amazing. The 3 of us were walking around the facility yesterday, and you're just seeing all the names of receivers and all the memorabilia and the jerseys and the Bolitnikoff Awards. The tradition of the position at receiver at this school throughout college football history has just been elite, and this guy is the...
And the sack all the way back at the 5.
Well, the offense got themselves into trouble. They're back in their own end. It's an obvious passing situation, so the defense is just pinning their ears back, and they're trying to get after him. They could not allow him to escape, step up, get rid of the football. They take a sack very close to the goal line.
Sangopolitelli from the gun on 3rd down. Fires to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. The Golden Bears will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. Can they catch him? He just about took that one to the house. They finally bring him down, but when you have a return like that, it pretty much eats up everything gained by the punt. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They'll try the right side. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Virginia! And they take it in for 6 more points. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Golden Bear offense ready to start this drive. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Tight end now in motion. Songapolatelli on the play action. Throws to the tight end. Catch in the middle, it's Thomas. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36.
Okay, here's the bad news. They're down by a lot of points really early in this game in the first quarter. The good news is there's a lot of football left. The better news, they finally get a big play through the air. That's the kind of play that can spark some confidence and completely turn this thing around. They got to keep that up.
Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
Again, it's Songapolatelli going downfield for the big play. He's got it way down the field. And he makes a grab. Defense draped all over him, and it's 1st and goal at the 9. And the Golden Bears, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass-happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
On 2nd and goal, he gets another chance. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Cal.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
The Cavaliers offense all set and ready to get this drive underway. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. They'll try the right side. Breaks into the open. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
And, man, another nice run. And you can just see the balance. You can see the toughness. This guy's really good at what he does, and they're going to continue to feature him. He's already got 1 touchdown on the day, and I imagine he'll continue to be a focal point for this offense, and he better be for this defense.
There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Virginia has the lead here. Let's take a look at the numbers through the first quarter. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. And the Cavaliers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. The offense changing the play. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. He'll get it out to the 43-yard line. That's where they mark him out of bounds, and this offense is starting to do a little work.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Cavaliers have it with a 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Beebe. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Holstein throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. And the Cavaliers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Looking downfield, it's Holstein. Snagged in the middle, it's Abdullah. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Cavaliers.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Heads the open man. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Well, Cal has done an outstanding job replacing quarterbacks here in recent years. You lose Fernando Mendoza, he goes to Indiana, wins a national championship. But last year, David, true freshman, Songa Batelli, and the way he was able to play was just remarkable. A lot of people thought they weren't going to be able to hold on to him, especially with a new coach and Tosh Lupoi coming in, but they did. And so now, big expectations for this offense.
But I love the way he handled himself last year. Just comes in, and it's just business as usual. And was clutching some big moments, but ball comes out. It comes off his hands so pretty. Like now surrounding weapons coming in from different places. When you kind of establish yourself as a guy that to look forward to, a guy that's on the rise, people want to come play with you. So new staff obviously here in Cal. Can it be a new day and a new dawn for this squad?
Makes the grab. It's strong. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1. The Golden Bears headed quickly to the line.
Yeah, he does a really good job being decisive, getting downhill, being a great runner. And guess what? You know how easy offense is when you get me at 2nd and
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25. Virginia ready to get things going as the offense takes the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Quarterback may change this route. Eli Holstein to throw. And he fired a bullet in, but it's incomplete.
Well, the defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending it.
Now facing a 3rd and long. They want a little extra time to think over this 3rd and long as we've got a timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd down, Holstein. Working the middle. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. Going to get a stoppage here as there is an injured Cal Bear on the field. Training staff out there checking on this freshman linebacker. The Cavaliers will have it 1st and 10. Play fake, Holstein. Bringing the heat. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Fires into traffic, it's picked off.
When you get that quarterback and he starts to leak outside the pocket like that and roll, you roll with him. Those linebackers are supposed to move and shift with him, start to take away the field towards the sideline, because think about it, he's not going to throw it back across his body. The defense read it well, moved with the rollout, made the big play.
They'll run the screen. Breaks the tackle. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big gainer.
They'll send the back in motion. JKS. Got rid of it just in time.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
From the gun on 3rd down, Songa Bolatelli. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. And the Golden Bears will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. They'll field this one in tight quarters. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Here's the handoff. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Looking for room at the 40. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down.
Man, those are so hard to defend. You know, the quarterback, obviously he's doing the run-pass option and creating some indecision in my head. And look at that. He hands it off, and the back.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
This defense needed something to happen to create some momentum back to their side. They've built a deficit. QB's been very comfortable making plays. Exactly what you needed. Put some doubt in his head. Get to him. Hit him. Get physical. They get the sack on this play, and that's just what they needed.
Throwing, Holstein. Shoots it to the left. Rolls it in. And they get him out of bounds, but not before a sizable pickup on that one.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
Looking for a man. It's Holstein. Floats it out in space. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Pocket breaking down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. Eli spinning it again. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the 1st down.
And this offense has really showed me something today, man. They've already put some drives together, made some explosive plays, and now just executing on 3rd down. They've shown you a little bit of everything, and this offense is looking like it's the real deal.
Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
At this part of the field in the red zone, offensively, you're bringing all these tight ends in the game. You'd like to be more physical at the point of attack. That's why you're bringing the big bodies in, but they couldn't get it done up front, and as a result, it's a negative play.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Pulls it and fires to the left.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position. He can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
One more snap coming before halftime. They're going to test the right side with this one. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Virginia! They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead, and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Slips through the line. Boy, he almost finished this half with a bang, and are they lucky to get him stopped? They're eager to head to that dressing room right now. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, down the stretch we come on what's been a thrilling college football season. Week 11 filled with storylines. We begin with the Michigan State Spartans taking on the number 11 team, the Washington Huskies. And it's Michigan State able to pull off the upset by just a score. Going to be fun to see how this changes up the rankings. And that's now 4 W's on the season. This one could be a confidence builder, not only in the context of this season, but also what that group of underclassmen can do down the road. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside SEC. Now back over to your game in Charlottesville. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today.
And the Cavaliers will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll return it. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. We check in with Holly Rowe.
Catching up with the Cal Bears head coach at the half. He is very pleased with his defense right now. As you know, this quarterback that they're facing has got so much hype and so much attention, but they have been able to contain him in the first half. They get the ball here to start the second. We'll see if this defense can keep up that same momentum and shut down that quarterback here in the third. Guys?
Appreciate that, Holly. The Golden Bears want to crank the tempo.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense scoops it up and he's headed the other way.
And I'm not going to say this one's over, man, but once you start to get in the third quarter and you've built this big of a deficit, every possession means so much, and you can't give them away, and they do. And they give it away with the fumble, and now they're going to really need this defense to bail them out, to make some plays, to force a turnover, maybe even score because they've built a good deficit.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Lowers those pads. Touchdown, Cavaliers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And remember back, guys, the defense gives them the short field, and the offense takes care of business. And now building this lead and really putting pressure on the other side. The offense on the other side is going to have to get pass happy. So dial up that nickel, dial up that dime, get that pass defense ready.
And he made the extra point without problem. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Cal's offense headed out onto the field to start this drive. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football at this point that would just quit. So, David, we're going to find out a lot about this team right here.
Yeah, just running out of opportunities. You give opportunities away like this, you're trailing. Every possession is going to be important from here on in.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Now on second down. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Sends it back in motion. Sangopolitelli. Tight end finds a soft spot. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
That's caught. It's Hendricks. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped. The first down, good solid pickup on that play.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Leaves it with the back. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Golden Bears are moving quickly down the field. Might as well give it to him again. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up, David.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4.
And oftentimes running backs love drop plays because there's less traffic in front of them. The offensive line is selling pass, the quarterback's selling pass. They don't get the handoff until the very last possible second, so the D-line's rushed away upfield, and now it's so much easier for these backs to find their holes and pick their lanes.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this.
Here's a little room there. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Golden Bears.
It hasn't always been pretty for the offense, David, but here in the second half, they're still getting a lot of production out of their back. Great job in the open field, showing you the speed. The question is there enough time left in the game to keep handing him the football?
Yeah, this offense has struggled, and then they're down, and they've got to make plays. Maybe this is a spark, man. Sometimes it's just that one play that gets you going. That's a long touchdown run. That's a big explosive play, and this offense needs more of those.
And the extra point is good. They still trail 35-14.
35, Cal, 14.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Working the sidelines, Holly Rowe. What do you have, Holly?
Checking in from the Virginia sideline. This has turned into a ground attack. Both teams able to run the ball, but they want to answer right now, see if they can continue to get some momentum. But keep in mind, they also want that passing attack to come alive. We'll see what they're able to do right here on this drive. I'll keep you posted on how things develop here on the sideline. Back to you.
Okay, Holly.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Here's Holstein to throw. The short hands, it's Flores. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. It'll be third and long. From the gun on third down, Holstein. Quickly to the tight end. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31.
That's a tough pill to swallow if you're on defense. Third down, you're blitzing. You're expecting to be able to affect the quarterback, but give this offensive line, these guys, credit because they were able to pick everything up and give their quarterback an opportunity to throw clean from the pocket to pick up that first down.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch. And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Cavaliers are facing 3rd and inches. To the ground to try to move the chains. Maybe a crease. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
And there is no greater friend to a quarterback and to a coach late in the football game when you have the lead and you can pound the rock. Offensive linemen can pave holes, like running back now runs through them, successful, move the ball, and most importantly, that clock can tick, but the physical ground game late in the game, that's how you finish opponents off.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production, but listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right, things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
That's a really big completion for the offense. And look, I know they didn't get the first down, but because of it, they're now set up in 4th and very short. And if you're the head coach, you're thinking very long and hard if you're going to go for this one now because of that success you had on that play.
They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on 4th down and you decide to run the football, you've got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward if they're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
Looking to the big tight end. The short hands, it's Thomas. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And obviously trailing in this football game now in the second half, this is exactly what they talked about at halftime.
There he goes. Picks up the first down. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Oh, the sweet spin, and he's free. Got a little grass. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
That's a first down for the offense.
We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. Both of these teams still on the outside looking in at the top 25, but here are the rankings as we are winding our way toward the end of the season. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Caught over the middle. It's Hendricks. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll run it from the gun. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, Golden Bears! And they take it in for 6 more points. That's his 3rd score of the game, and he's up to double figures with 10 on the season. And the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into the season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
This offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have.
Makes the grab in there. It's a fumble on the play. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Touchdown, Cal. This defense making a big putting it in the end zone.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way. And you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And that's the challenge for this defense, man. It starts to get later in the ball game. That clock is not your friend. You're losing the football game. They got to meet the physical challenge of this run game.
On the ground, it's Lewis. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
This guy's been running hard all game long. In the fourth quarter now at that last run, he's now at 99 yards rushing. One more carry away from potentially reaching that 100-yard milestone that all running backs covet.
Finds his big tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. But he's got room. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. And the Cavaliers come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on 1st down. Same exact.
Might have a chance. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Virginia! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, David.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
The Golden Bears are in the hurry-up.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Oh, they're after him. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Again, it's Sangapolatelli. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. And the Golden Bears are moving quickly down the field.
Hey, down in the 4th quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him. And he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football.
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. The Golden Bears now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback.
Makes a deep grab. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. And the Golden Bears go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Grab behind the line. It's Thomas. Tried to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there. Jaron Kiave Sangapolatelli. Touchdown, Cal. Got it right in the heart of the end zone.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them. Or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Fires to the big fella. Oh, he's got some space. Cal uses its second timeout. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the first down.
And that's what the running game can do for an offense. You run the football, you have some success. Then what do? You stick the ball out there, you pull it back, you run some play action, you complete the football, get a first down. Nice balance by this offense.
And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now.
I definitely am trying to be a little bit conservative. I can't be cautious, but I want to be a little bit conservative. Up 2 possessions. The clock is my friend. I got the football. The worst thing I can do is throw an interception, turn the football over, stop the clock, give them the ball back in an opportunity like this.
Got the quick completion. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Zongapolitelli from the gun on third down. Throws for the tight end. Wide open, makes the catch. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. The Golden Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Again, it's Zongapolitelli. Completes it along the sidelines, but that'll be for no gain.
That's just not going to get it done, David. At this point of the game, you're trailing. You've got to pick up the urgency, and this offense is going to have to get more aggressive throwing downfield.
They're going to have to take shots, but I know that, right? The defense knows that. I'm going to stay deep, and I'm going to let you complete all these passes underneath because the clock running is my friend.
And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. Throwing Zongapolitelli. He's taking a deep shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the fourth down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Motion from the back. Fourth down, Zongapolitelli. Bought a little time, lets it go. Hauls it in, the first down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. And the Golden Bears, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. He stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you're working the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
Again, it's Zongapolitelli. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Bears. A Lazarus-like comeback is underway.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They go 83 yards on the drive. Here's the situation. First, they have to recover the onside kick, then maybe time for a play or two.
And you're just waiting for that right bounce, that right skip for that ball to get 10 yards to try to make something happen and make a miracle come to fruition. And, Palmer, it's not going to happen. The defense's hands team, they were ready, they were dialed in, and they get the football back.
Yeah, they fall on that one, David, and they can breathe a little bit easier now. But let's be honest, I mean, in college football, we've seen crazier things happen in these types of situations. The ball takes a crazy bounce. There's always a chance. You got to give the receiving team there a lot of credit. The hands team gets it done, and they win the game.
You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters. And this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.